So anyway, welcome guys. Pankaj ji, thoda, okay, you can hear me, I guess. No. These are like he's the keynote speaker. So no, he needs to rest and all this. Like a massive audience. So for 7-8 years, this is the CSR effort of Nihal Software. We realized that I was in States for 2 decades, and then when you come here, you see a kid lying in the cement, and then you want to pick him up because no one else is ready. Your daughter did a tremendous job from Scandinavia, and they built crashes around in buildings and all where there's construction. So I firmly believe the government, for me, has failed. Why? Because as Gandhi would say, government is great if it's taken care of little people and very old people. Rest it's failed. Justice and nutrition. So we were blessed to be given a chance that now when the cafe opened and I was part of as a brand ambassador and we teach a little stick and ball and fighting and all. So I said anyone nearby, while we have a cappuccino, they should at least get a cup of tea or milk. Or that's my personal philosophy. Right where you're working. The government can do a lot more wherever. So if I'm part of a village in Punjab, I believe do a little bit there. I go further, and the village we came from, we also would like to support them and give them a scholarship. Now that's called, I think, not to show off, evolved thinking. Why? You're curtailing any terrorism. Some people are against that concept. You already are supporting them. No one's going to backbite you. The world is changing. There's no real boundaries. There's all internet has removed the boundaries. So I believe your own village, where your adopted village, and if you're in a, it's very hard for me personally to sit in a nice office and not think of the labor of women. Show me the other one, Nisha. Who have push after the labor of women. We want to show you the foundation, what moves us in our souls. So again, these graphics. अरे वाह, ये कैसे? Hello, आवाज कहाँ गई थी पहले? I love it, little laughing baby. Now you talk of working women and all. I appreciate that, and But my American friend used to work with me. I said, I said, try to come to India and lift 13 bricks on your head with a baby in the back and here, and I'll say, okay, you're an amazing woman. But you're my chief technology officer, you're sitting in a nice cabin, little stress, you do yoga, you're in San Francisco, Mexico. Great. I mean, yes, there's a glass ceiling and men are atrocious. I said, try working women like this. So we convinced the board of Student Space, the other partner, whatever little investment, let's buy chanas, uncooked for children, nutrition twice a week. I was talking to Medanta once, my dad was, to go there, and he was here. And one doctor told me, he saw my Nihal Foundation. And by the way, who sponsored the Nihal Foundation? Good. What's that? Tick, tick, tick. Yeah,
That's the horse.
That's the horse. I think stars are on. But I'm
not the horse.
She's making one of the horse also. And Medanta is a famous hospital, and the doctor saw a little sign here, and he says to me, what do you guys do? I said, who does this sponsor? I said, it's the CSR effort, and I believe if you give a rupee, I should put 2 rupees in. So I don't take money, and I'm now making a form. That before you give $10, please fill this form. Where do you get the money from? We don't want bad money in there. And so he said, what do you do with this? He said, we'll send the van for checkup, but we can't give chanas. We can't give the real stuff. I said, that's fine. The van's not come in 7 years. And that time he told me, he's a great guy. He says, our van goes to Kabul. It will come here. So my point is, whenever you guys do any initiative, just be careful who's getting what. And so my Mayo friends, some of them come and say, take 10 kilo chana. Or when people get one of our girls, 3 years, she joined us before she joined TCS, with normal background. Then she came in with 5 kilo chana. and the chana goes in a van, uncooked, and the van goes around Labour Colony here or near Sikandarpur office. I don't take responsibility for Neemrana, Bangalore, Boston, no. So that's the foundation where we come from. This we did, I think you all saw some, another metros, some so I just got the idea. I said, I can't take this. I said, 5, 6, 7 milk bottles. These 2 girls have joined. I said, go get them milk every day. I said, do something. Don't wait for Modi and anyone else or you can't. And that's my big grievance with any government. If you can't take it, and you'd understand much more coming from Germany and all. And today the main, that's the thing. And what's one Punjab? Each time the definition keeps changing. It's like a river. But the concept 3-4 years ago, we thought to create peace and understanding across borders. And borders has been the Berlin Wall. Ours is the thing about religion. And I think religion should not be a dividing factor. Because India, what's the dialogue in Sanskrit? Kutamba bhava kya hai wo? So I'm shocked when Indians get heavy, angry and ultra-nationalistic. That's your fundamental. The world is, मतलब क्या है? सारी दुनिया परिवार है? Yes, sir. I mean, I don't see it. Election year. Unless it's election year, then no parivar. So it was to unite, and besides that, my own ancestry, which you're curious about, though we are born in India, a lot of us have come from that side of the border. Even Ajit, who works with us, is his ancestors. We always have a thing, that might be a spy from the ISI or from RCBI, not how it's called. So, it's very interesting that you have that attraction. So, it's interesting that I believe your background should not sound elitist, but my Dadaji, great grandfather, was a class fellow, once junior or senior with Iqbal, who's a very famous poet, and who wrote about us like Sare Jaan Se Acha Hai and all. So my dad inspired me to learn a bit, and I read slowly now, thanks to him. So with that legacy, you get interested in your culture more. And I say, why should good people stop at the border? It's impossible. How can you say, as soon as the Amritsar border ends, those bad people? And I can't forget, one American gave a talk in Saturday in a bookstore. And amazing, she said, when I landed in Delhi, I was molested, past people, money. And as I went towards Punjab and Lahore, I felt safer, and Lahore was the best. You say Mehman, and they won't take money, she said. You've been to Lahore. And I don't want to make you say things. I heard this from a white lady in Sandabe. She said, I'm the safest in Pakistan. She said Amritsar was better. Except no, I'm saying Lahore. Yeah.
Lahore. I think he has something to say.
Actually, sir,
no. I would like to hear your opinion.
She had some
experiences.
No, she did Lahore.
जिन्हें मेरे फादर जिंदा सी ना, फिर फादर दा शोरूम सी, पूरी मार्केट असि कितों भी कोई चीज खरीदी है, कभी किसी ने एक पैसा नहीं लिया सी कि बेटियां तो पैसा नहीं लेना, जिन्नी सर और मतलब मैं कई बार बहुत गुस्सा करती सी कि मैंने कभी नहीं चंगा लगता, मैं फादर को कहती सी अंकल ने पैसे नहीं लाए, तो कहते सी उन्हां दी बेटियां तो नहीं लैंदे, तेरे कोलों किवें लै लईए। एक्चुअली एक कल्चर सी हुन मतलब हुन जो थर्ड जनरेशन आई है फादर की जनरेशन साडी उस तो बाद नेक्स्ट हुन वो चीज खत्म हो गई।
And and ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, because I'm just saying ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪੇ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਸਨ ਤੇ ਮਸਜਿਦ ਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਵਾਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਵੀ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ, ਹਿੰਦੂ ਸਿੱਖ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ, ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਅਕੀਦ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ we are proud that Guru Nanak is born in Punjab.
सर मैं मर्दाना कौन सी सर?
हाँ
बस मर्दाना, मैं मर्दाना, हाँ मर्दाना में तो मुस्लिम
first is a Muslim.
हाँ बिल्कुल मैं लिखा मर्दाने पे हाँ।
You have written amazing work. So I just want to say that we should not forget that unity or humanity through unity or unity through humanity. So One Punjab project evolved Kisan Andolan came and some people were getting suspicious. I said, at the Army Club, one colonel was amazing. I said, be careful. I said, what? We are here to Jodo, not Toro. Through culture, art. So we changed the name now to One Punjab Arts. And Manjit Bhullar designed, that famous designer, he joined us and he came. So Nihal Foundation, One Punjab, then we thought how to promote some literature. So right now in Lahore, they're doing a small event or a big event and they're launching their Sanja Virsa is already there, Nihal Foundation Press. We would like to be a publishing house for Punjabi, Gurmukhi, English, Hindi, maybe do a magazine and let the people from the Punjabi and non-Punjabi diaspora globally to contribute to that e-magazine and a written magazine. So there's a little bonding because the feelings, sentiments, culture is common. Like in Varisha, when I read a bit of it, it's amazing Mr. Varisha knows about the Ramayana, the Yogi Naths, he knows about Rani Padmini, which we are from Rajasthan, so we know. I was shocked. So when you divide countries, you limit the artist's imagination, right? Then you don't know who's Bhagwan Krishna. Today we have Mr. Pankaj, a class fellow, amazing level person. I mean, he would show up like this for, he's on all these talks, film. I mean, he's just another level, and he didn't send me his bio because he's a humble person. But he'll talk about Lord Krishna being painted by Allah Baksh, which by chance he and I went for an exhibition. We saw a Lord Krishna painting painted by Allah Baksh in 1930s or whatever in Pakistan, and there was no Pakistan, undivided India, in a Muslim community. And also he's painted the women and all you talk about. And so our open culture, which Faiz Ahmed Faiz, and recently who went to Lahore, that famous Shaban Azmi's husband? Javed. So, and I believe no country, no language is owned by anybody. Portuguese brought us cashew nuts. They brought us maybe a tomato and chili. And still we have this fixation, Hamara culture. It is, Hamara means the whole world. Potato came from South America. Aloo curry band kar do, phir aap itne extremist ho. Na khao aloo, na khao tomato. So I want to promote that unity. And even when in Punjab recently, again, there's a little separatist thing. A few people are trying to, and I'd like to talk to them if I can, and say, once internet is born, boundaries, separatism doesn't work. So Pankaj will talk about the thing, and ma'am will talk about, we'll hear the thing about the book launch from him in a bit. Pankaj, you want to start now or ma'am? Ma'am? And ma'am, needs no introduction. Her books are published even in Pakistan now in Shahmukhi. Her poetry and short stories. She's honestly, not to flatter, not a star name. She's a star Punjabi poetess. Yeah. So ma'am, she talked of Bhai Veer Singh, whose 300th anniversary is taking place. So we get to know. I never knew about him. I did not know that in 1870s, when the English took over Punjab, that a lot of people were becoming, and that's fine. I'm not, becoming Christian, which is fine. I mean, their choice. But he was saying, why not give them an option? So he was very pro Punjabi and Sikhism. And so, ma'am will say something about this.
And I just want to share the age is
just for the Instagram live people, book launch is written by Rakesh Kumar on UDHAM SINGH SHAHEED. He is Rakesh Kumar. Translation की है Asif Raza साहब जेड़े लाहौर तो बोल रहे सी in the video, who has a Sanja Virsa, uniting people. And it's very interesting that how this resurgence of unity always comes about, and many people misconstrue it, which is wrong. And I think you mentioned Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which is very interesting. Even Iqbal writes that a Guru Sahib da bagicha haiga Hindustan ke duniya. Very interesting, Muhammad Iqbal, who then finally gave up on India and then he did a two-state theory. But interestingly, they are going to purchase a a mobile library van there and take different books in the Lahore villages and talk about Gulab Kaur, Baba Nanak, Shaheed Udham Singh. So I think Ehoje Bridge, I believe in what Vajpayee would say, people to people diplomacy. Why only army? Why should my minister only talk? Why can't people talk to each other? So I think that's more of a bond. So having said this, now the keynote speaker, Mr. Pankaj, who's very famous, he doesn't share his bio with us. He's on all the talks. He has met many actors. So has my mom met Nargis and all that in Bombay years ago. And Meena Kumari, you saw Dilip Kumar, Meena Kumari. And but Pankaj is the one who's worked with Kamal Hassan. He's met Amitabh Bachchan when Amitabh was drunk. Am I overstating? Sorry, I retract before they sue me. Amitabh does not drink. He does other stuff. Pankaj, am I right? So we'll have the book shortly, and we'll share with you as a memento. And as someone told me, if the person you give it to does not read the book, koi pata nahi kedi generation picks up the book and says, I want to learn this. Our future generations, Okay, so we got this.